Hello and welcome. My name is Ana. I'm quarantined here in my hometown in Belgrade, Serbia, and I'll be offering to you today a Vinyasa flow. We're going to focus on grounding. I know that this has been quite a strange time, and maybe like me, you felt the ground pulled under you with so many unexpected changes. So we're going to try and find strength and stability through that ground. This is going to be a 1 hour flow. It's going to be for beginner to intermediate, and I hope you'll enjoy it. From my home to yours, from my heart to yours. If you have a brick or a cushion, I recommend you take it. I'm using my block today. We're going to sit and begin, as always, a practice by centering. I'm going to put in some sweet sounds, so excuse me a moment for us to be inspired. Good. So finding a comfortable position for you, whatever that may mean, whether it's crossed-legged, whether it's half lotus, whether it's the legs open a little more. You want to find stability through the sit bones so that both on the ground, strong. Allow your spine to extend. Bring the hands down onto the knees, bring the shoulders down, and then gently close your eyes. We're going to begin to follow our breath, focusing on each inhalation and exhalation. As other thoughts come to you, as they will, keep coming back to the breath. Feel the soft air coming in through your nostrils, through the throat, sweetly filling your lungs with energy and love, and then back out through the chest, throat, gently tickling your nostrils. Feel now your sit bones and one or both your knees touching the ground. Allow your chest to rise a little higher and check your center. Is your spine directly above your hips, or have you softly moved forward? Bring it back if that's the case. Bring softness through your face, your cheeks, your eyes. Feel grounded in your body and anchored in the here and now. We're going to inhale and take our arms wide. And as you bring the hands together, raise your chin, and if you like, you can open the eyes. And as you exhale, bring the hands, palms pressed through the center, right to your heart. And if you haven't yet, open your eyes here. Good. Ready to begin our practice. Taking out your cushion or your brick if you were using support. I'm going to begin softly by opening the side body. Taking your right arm out to the side. And inhaling and taking the left arm over. Don't overforce the arm that is on the ground. It doesn't have to be all the way down, or the elbow doesn't have to reach. Just soft for now. If you want an extra effort, you can inhale and turn your chest softly upwards. So you bring more work into this pose. And you can then walk the hand out and go deeper if there is space to go deeper. Make sure both your sit bones are on the ground. And then inhale and take the left arm back over. Walk it now down to the ground. Again, not as deep as you can. Come in halfway to your maximum. Inhale and take the right arm now over the head. And again, if you like to bring an extra twist, raising your chest up, keeping both sit bones firmly on the ground. And once you're there, you can walk the arm a little further and go into your deepest. Keep the breath soft. And inhale. Come back up. You're going to bring your arms forward and gently fold to whatever is your maximum. It might be here, it might be with the elbows down, it might be all the way, whatever is right for you. Taking a couple of breaths here. And then bringing your hands forward, raising your hips and transitioning to unwind the legs onto all fours. I'm going to turn so you can see me better. Hands will be under the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're going to do cat-cow, but we're going to bring an extra element. We're going to use the ground to give us strength and to push up through the ground as we go back into the cat pose. And inhale, raise the tail high, bring the chest down, shoulders away, look up, and exhale to push the ground. Wind the tail under, bring the neck down, and then softly push through the ground and lift up the knees just a little bit. Inhale here, and exhale. Bring the knees down, feeling the strength in the shoulders. Let's go again. Tail up, chest down. Inhaling to look up and exhaling to curl under. Looking at our belly or between the legs down and then pushing up. Feel the strength. Feel the ground be support for you. And exhale. Knees down, last round. Tail up, chest down, warming up the spine. And exhale to soften through the spine, to lower the neck, let the head hang, and then push the knees up, and then through the tops of the feet. We're going to roll over the toes, one and the other softly, keeping the feet hip distance apart. We come into our first down dog of the practice, and you can play around with your position so you find your ideal space. And softly bend one knee and the other to warm up those hamstrings, our first down dog. Keep pushing yourself back and then come onto both tiptoes. Push the chest towards the knees and then softly try to lower the heels to the ground. If they don't come all the way, that's okay. If you need to bend the knees softly, that's also good. Do what you need to be comfortable here. Shoulders rotated gently externally, hands firm all the way through the fingers, pushing the ground, pushing away from the ground to take your weight back. And then we're softly going to walk step by step towards our hands. Feet behind the hands, bend the knees if you need to, or be on fingertips if you need to. And then just let yourself hang forward. You're going to bring your weight softly towards your toes. You're going to release the neck and just hang a moment. And if you want to roll from side to side, whatever feels comfortable. You're going to bend the knees even more and unwind the spine, vertebra by vertebra, coming up slowly and softly. Head is the last to join. And up to standing. I'm going to face you. You can stay facing the front of your mat. We're going to do a warm up. Finding our feet and our stability. We're going to keep our feet hip distance apart. And we're going to inhale and take the arms wide. Feel yourself fill up with energy. Bring the hands together. As you exhale, fold at the hips. Bring yourself forward. Bend the knees a little if you need to. Hands down onto the ground. You're going to inhale and come halfway up. If your hands are on the ground, that's great. If you need to be on fingertips, if your hands don't reach the ground, they can be on your shins. Extend through the spine. Again, coming gently forward with the weight. And then bend the knees and up again. Good. Stay up. And as you exhale, we're going to twist to the right. Feet facing forward, still stable. Inhale. Up to the middle. Exhale. To the left. Hands stay shoulder height. Inhale. Up. Exhale. down to the right. Second round, inhale, up, down, to the left. Last round, inhale, up, down, to the right, and inhale, up, and down, to the left. We're going to inhale, come up, exhale, fold at the hips, hands forward. Good, fold all the way, and then as you inhale, push yourself up again. And inhale to come up all the way. This time you're going to cross your hands over. So the right hand can go behind the left, palms pushing each other. Feel that opening in your chest. Bring the pelvis slightly forward so you feel more stability in the legs. I'm going to take this to one side. You're going to inhale, take it to the right side. Extend the right side of the body, looking under the right armpit. And inhale, up. Exhale, take it to the left side. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, fold. I'm going to face the front now. You're hopefully still staying where you are. Folding over. Inhaling to look up. Exhaling. We're going to step back into our down dog. Softening again through the neck. We're going to inhale and come forward into plank pose. Shoulders over hands, heels pulling back, the whole body is straight line. Exhale, bring the knees down, tops of the feet, bend the elbows, bring the chest and the chin to the ground, the hips stay up. And then we push through softly, finding the ground with our hips. Shoulders down and away, we come up as we inhale into a cobra. And exhale, push yourself back. Down dog. Taking 3 long breaths here through the nose. Looking at the hands, we're going to walk forward. If we can, in one step, right and then left. Inhale to look up, this time the feet together. Exhale to fold. Inhale, bend the knees and rise up, wide arms. And this time open the chest, bring the hands behind. And exhale through the heart center. And down. Good. We're going to continue our flow with Surya Namaskar A, sun salutations. In each sun salutation, we'll bring in some extra elements. This time, feet together if it's possible, heels and toes touching. Bringing the hips gently forward so the whole body is a straight line in our Tadasana. Inhaling, arms forward this time and together. The line of the ears. Exhale as you fold at the hips and bring yourself down and forward. Good. Inhale to look up. Exhale, we're going to walk back into plank. This time we're going to do a half chaturanga to begin. Bring the knees down, bend the elbows, stay parallel to the ground. Shoulders away from ears, and then bring the hips down. And come into a high cobra. And if you wish, you can try to lift up the legs and come into up dog. And exhale into down dog. Taking 3 long breaths in our down dog. We're going to exhale to bring our knees down parallel. And bring the tops of the feet down. Inhale to bring the arms up and together. I'm going to step out with the right foot. Foot facing forward, in line with the heel. Bringing the right arm down and again opening the side body. Taking the left side to open, taking the right down as far as we can. And breathing up as we gaze to the ceiling. And then we softly face the right foot And we're going to try to reach the right foot with our hands and then walk ourselves around like a semicircle and come so that we're about 45 degrees from our foot. And you'll now feel the opening on the inside of the thigh, bringing the arms down. And if you can, bring yourself down towards the ground. Let the left hip stay up over the left knee. Bring yourself down. If you want more of a challenge, bring your heels, your left sit bone down towards the left heel. But be careful, this puts strain on the left knee, so softly. And then walk the hands to the middle. Good. I'm going to stay here and change the legs. Right leg comes back, I'm going to step out with the left foot facing forward, left heel in line with the right knee, and then you're going to walk yourself diagonally to the other side. So you're facing about 45 degrees towards the left leg, and you surrender yourself to the ground. If the forehead comes to the ground, that's fine. And then walk yourself all the way to the left foot. And then we're going to do the opposite to how we came in. Bringing the left arm down and the right arm over. Looking up to the ceiling now, opening the right side body. Good. Inhale. Coming back up. Walking the hands back, bringing the left knee in. Pushing yourself back into down dog, stretching out the whole body. Letting the neck be soft, and then walking or stepping or jumping if it's in your practice to the front of the mat. Inhaling to look forward, exhaling to fold. Inhaling to come up and exhaling to bring the arms back down into your strong mountain. Mine's wobbling. Bring strength into yours. Good. We'll do Surya Namaskar A again. Bringing softly the pelvis forward, finding that you're one straight line from the top of your head to your heels. Inhale, come up. Hands meet at the top. Exhale to fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale to look forward. Exhale, you're going to step back with the left leg. Bending the right knee, bringing the left knee down. If you need to bend your mat so you find more softness for your knee, feel free to do that. I like to do that. Good. Inhale, we're going to come into Anjaneyasana, low lunge. You want to make sure your foot is not too far behind your knee. Inhale, keep the hips now and the body in one line, and then bring the arms up. And extend again through the side body, and then find heaviness in your hips, heaviness in the body. Good. If you want to bring more into the chest, you can hold the elbows and bring them behind the head if you'd like to bring more into a chest opener here as well. Or you can just stay with the arms up. Good. Inhale one more time and then exhale. Come forward, bring the hands down to surround the right foot, and then try to keep your chest stuck as much as you can on your right thigh, and you're going to push yourself back. So you want to bring the left hip in line with the left knee. Allow the right foot to come up. We're coming into Ardha Hanumanasana, half split. We're going to try to bring ourselves down. The aim is to get the chin to reach your shin, but don't worry if it doesn't. What you really want to do is get your heart to bring you forward so that your spine stays straight. This is much better than bringing your head down and rolling the spine. You want the spine to stay straight. Good. And bring yourself down as much as is comfortable. If you need to be on your fingertips, that's also okay. Find what's right for your body. And we inhale, bend the right knee, hands again stable around the right foot. Unwrap your mat if you need to. Inhale, come into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Bring the knees down if you need to. Inhale, Upward facing dog. Take the shoulders back. Exhale. Downward facing dog. We're going to inhale and step forward with the left leg between the hands. And do this on the other side if you need to again. Use your mat to find more softness for your right knee as it joins the ground. Checking where your foot is, the left foot in relation to the left knee. Coming up, bringing the torso up, checking that the hips stay in line with the body, or the body over the hips, bringing the arms up. And then softly, if you want to go further, let the ground pull you down, yeah. And again, if you want to go even deeper, holding your elbows and bringing them behind to lift up the chest and look up. And we exhale to bring the arms down. Again, we're going to try to keep our chest as close as we can to our knee, to our thigh, as we go back, bringing our heart forward, bringing the foot in a flex towards the knee. Walk the hands back as much as you need to. Stay with your right hip above your right knee and fold yourself over. Inhaling to bring the left foot down, bending the knee. To close this flow, bring the mat back if you had it out. Hands on the side of the left foot, back into plank. Inhaling plank, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. And this time from down dog, we're going to transition to malasana. So you're going to either walk or jump to the outside of your feet. Inhale, if you're jumping, bend the knees. Bring yourself into malasana. You're going to bring your heels softly forward, feet out. In your malasana, you might find that your heels are raised. You can either roll your mat or use cushions if you need to for extra support. You want to push your knees out and straighten the spine. Make sure your chest is coming forward. We're going to find stability and strength in our malasana, connecting us to our root chakra. Bring us down. We're going to take the right hand behind the right knee and bring it to the ground. If you need to, it can be on fingertips. If you can reach the ground, even better. Take the left arm and open, keeping the chest forward, the gaze behind the left arm. Exhale, bring the hands back to the heart center. Check again that your spine is straight, your chest forward, and take the left arm down to the ground. Fingertips or the whole hand, taking the right arm up now. And taking the gaze behind the right arm or over the right shoulder. Exhale. Bring the hands to heart center. You can bring the hands down and walk the feet so that they're hip distance apart, keeping the knees bent. We're going to go straight into Utkatasana or chair pose. Bring the knees back as much as you can and come up. You're going to check that your feet, that you can see your feet or your toes. You're going to keep your pelvis slightly tilted forward. Find strength in your abs. Your whole body is straight lined like an arrow. Utkatasana, strength, power, pushing through the feet. You're going to inhale, step back with the right foot. About 3 feet away is the distance we'd like to be. We're coming into goddess pose. Bend the knees, bend the arms at the elbow. Pull yourself back so that your hips are back and your body in line with your hips. If you need to step out a little bit, that's okay. Again, bend your pelvis. So you don't want to be like a duck. You're going to bring the pelvis in, keep the spine straight. Find some strong breaths here in your strong goddess pose. And we're going to make it even stronger. You're going to take the arms forward. Take your tailbone away now and be parallel to the ground. As if somebody's pulling your arms forward, this takes strength. Pushing through the feet. And exhale. Bring the hands down now in front of you, fingertips if they need to be, straighten the knees. And we're going to do a couple of twists. Inhale, take the left arm up. Exhale. Left arm comes down. Inhale. Right arm comes up. Exhale. Right arm comes down. We're going to walk ourselves back to the front. Left foot faces forward. Right foot inwards. We're going to check our heels are in line. You can micro bend the front knee. Especially important if your knees hyperflex back like mine to protect the knee. A micro bend is when you just slightly push forward. So it's not bent, but there is a tiny, tiny bend there to release the pressure from the knee. You're going to look forward and then bring the heart down, just like in the half split where it's the heart that leads. And keep pulling your left hip in. So you want your hips to be facing straight forward. And you don't want the left hip to slide out. You're going to bring it in so it's right in line with your heels. And folding over in your pyramid. If you're already united with your chest and the top of your thigh, you can walk the hands back to go deeper. We're going to inhale, come back, forward, and bring the right foot. The feet are going to stay now parallel. We're going to go into a few forward folds. You're going to have your feet right under your hips. You're going to hold your big toe with your middle finger and your forefinger, bringing your weight forward. You're going to inhale to look up, back so I'm in the screen. Inhale to go forward, and as you exhale, bringing your elbows right by your shins to bring yourself down into this forward fold. Let the neck drop and be long. Bring your weight to your toes. Tailbone high. If you need to bend the knees, do so. If you don't, even better. And breathe here. Inhale to look up, flat back. And now bring the hands under. All the way under. Good. You can be all the way under or just the fingertips. This is your choice. For me, I prefer all the way. Bring again the weight to the toes. The heels don't lift up. You're going to inhale, look up. And as you exhale now, the elbows go to the sides. And you want to bring yourself so you're joining with your legs. The ultimate aim is to have your head go through the legs, but don't worry if it doesn't. There's always an ultimate aim, and there's always more for us to learn. We stay where it's comfortable, or where we've come to our limit. Inhale to come up, and again into Utkatasana, bending the knees. This time, bring the feet together. Come into a more challenging version of Utkatasana and bring the hands together. Good. Again, check that the knees are behind the toes. You can see the toes. You keep yourself in a straight line. See if you can sit further down. And exhale, bring the arms down and sit back. I have to turn right back to you now. Going to the left side, left leg back. Into our goddess. Opening the arms at the shoulder. Bent 90 degrees. Heels in, toes out, pelvis softly bent under. Strengthen the legs and in the core. And again we go deeper, taking the hips out, tail pulling away, arms pulling forward, body parallel to the ground. Bring the hands now to the knees. Look just around so you can see me. Hands to the knees. I'm going to twist. Bringing the right shoulder in, left elbow up, looking over the left shoulder, and then the other way. Inhale to the middle, exhale to twist. Inhale to the middle, exhale to twist. Third round, exhale down with the right shoulder. Inhale up, exhale down with the left. Inhale up, you're going to turn to face the front. For me, it's now facing the back, but it doesn't matter. Facing your right foot this time, left foot swivels. So it's about 45 degrees facing forwards, heels in line. You're going to bring the right knee forward a little bit if you need to. But keep it as straight as you can, bringing yourself down over the right leg. Folding in. Hands walk back, if that's available to you. While you're there, I'm going to turn around so I'm facing the same way as you. Good. We're going to inhale, bend the right knee now, and walk back. Exhale, walk into plank. We're in plank. I'm going to play around with our plank a little bit. We're going to go from high plank to low plank, finding how we can use the ground to give us strength. Yeah? So you're in your usual plank, you're going to inhale, push up through the ground, round the back. Exhale, back into normal plank. We're going to do this a few more times. Inhale, up, rounding the spine, let the neck drop. And exhale, back into your plank. Inhale, strong. This is 3, we're going to do 5. Back into plank. Curl the spine, push. The ground is your support. 4 and 5. Good, you're going to go all the way to the ground now. Soften. Make a cushion. Take a moment's rest. Bring your hands under the chest, chin on the ground. We're going to go into a cobra, elbows into the body, pulling away, shoulders away from ears as we push up into our cobra. Good. And then we push ourselves right back into child pose. Open the knees. Bring your hips to the heels, sit bones on the heels. And surrender into Balasana. Feel the softness of the ground now as a safe home. We have 2 more standing flows to go before we come on the ground. We're going to bring our hands back and meet together in down dog. Find stability through your fingers and the whole hand. Come back into your down dog. Stretch the body. Okay, we're going to go on the left side now. You're going to anchor the right heel. Inhale, take the left leg up into split dog. Hips stay forward. And exhale. Bring the left leg between the hands. Good. The right hand is going to stay as your anchor. You're going to twist. Bring the left hand up and take the body so that the chest is coming towards the left knee and the head extends. So you feel the whole body extend from the tailbone to the top of the head. Good. Exhaling, Bring the left hand down. You're going to anchor now the right foot down so it's parallel to the edge of the mat. Left knee over the left foot. You might need to bring your left hand either onto your break or onto fingertips to have more height. We're going to open up into side angle. And inhale, and the right arm comes up. Good. We're trying to keep our left thigh parallel to the ground. And extending through the whole body now. Keep the legs firmly on the ground. This is your grounding. Yeah. And again, extend through the tailbone to the top of the head. And here we're going to rise. So push into the left foot and come up into your warrior two. Looking over the left hand, sinking into the left foot, finding your direction. Good. Inhale, bring the right hand over. Exhale, bring the hands down, lift up the right leg. Here we have an extra challenge. If you wish for one, you can do three-legged flow. You're going to inhale if you want. If not, just do a normal flow. If you wish to an extra challenge, you inhale, left leg stays up in your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, now both feet are down, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Keep breathing through the nose, keep pushing yourself back. You're going to inhale, take the right foot up, point the toe, split dog. Exhale, right leg between the hands. Left heel stays up for now. Left hand is anchored right under the left shoulder, stability. Open, right hand up, twisting. You're bringing your chest down towards your right knee and then extending through the top of the head. And the left leg is pulling you back. Exhale. Right hand on the ground, left foot now anchored. Bending, right knee as much as we can over the right foot. Coming into our side angle with the hands in star, just straight one up from the other. We're not bringing the arm over now. We keep bringing the chest up. We want to make sure that your right hip doesn't swivel out. You want to bring it in. So keep bringing this right hip in so it's in line with the feet. Inhale. Pull yourself up. Push through the right foot. There it is. Stability and strength in our warrior two, the Virabhadrasana. Bending the right foot. And left arm over as you inhale. Exhale. Bring the hands down. Lift up the left heel. Three-legged flow if you wish. Inhale. Right leg stays up. Three-legged plank. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale. Upward facing dog. And exhale. Down dog. Okay, the last flow, we're going to inhale. Take the right leg up to the ceiling. Point the toe. Right leg between the hands. Exhale. Left foot comes down. Warrior. Inhale, push through the right leg. We're going to find our balance before the arms come up. Check hips are square forward, left hip coming forward, right hip coming back. Inhale and up. Warrior one. Heels almost in line. Letting the ground pull you down. Adjust if you need to. Good. Exhale. Bring the arms behind. We're going to open our chest, interlace the hands. Inhale, bring the shoulder blades together and the arm away, looking up. Take a few breaths here. And as you exhale, you're going to fold. Taking the whole body now to the inside of the right knee. You're gonna make sure the right hip doesn't swivel out, just like before. We're gonna bring it in so it stays in the center as the arms go over the head. Humble warrior. Keep stable in the feet. Let them give you firmness, strength, power. They're here, the ground is here. It's holding you. And then exhale. Bring the arms down to the inside of the right foot. You can walk the right foot out even a little if you need to. And inhale to lift up the left heel. We're going to transition into lizard. We're going to walk the hands forward a little bit and bring the elbows down. If you need to here, you can bring the left knee down. Bring the elbows down. If there's no space, if one of the elbows doesn't, use your block, your cushion, whatever you had to support you in the beginning of your class to come under one of the elbows or both if you need. And if you like to keep this challenging, you can lift up the back knee. Back in your lizard. Keep breathing, keep pushing into the ground. Pushing through the elbows, through the foot. Good. You're going to bring your arms now to the middle, walk the right foot out and come into dolphin plank. You're going to try to bring your body parallel to the ground. There's still strength here. Doesn't matter if it's your hands or elbows pushing the ground, you're strong. And then you exhale to come into Sphinx. Good. Push the chest forward, shoulders away. Bring the hands down. A moment. Inhale. Come into a high cobra. So you straighten your elbows as much as you can. Keep the shoulders down and away. And then exhale into our down dog. This is our peak flow. So if you're feeling it, it's okay. You're almost there. You're going to inhale, left leg up to the ceiling. Point the toe, hip straight. Exhale, left leg between the hands. Right knee comes down, right heel comes down. We're ready for warrior. Left heel over the left foot, push through the left foot to rise up. Hands coming up for a warrior one, Virabhadrasana. Keep your hips square. So check, you might need to step out with your right foot a little bit like I just did. To bring the arms up, to find stability in your warrior. Exhale. Bring the arms behind, interlace. Inhale, pull the arms away. Yeah, sink in. Feel that stability. Inhale, one more time here. Exhale, head down to the ground. The shoulder just grazes the left knee, but we're not folding onto the knee, coming past. Keeping the left hip in, arms over. Try to keep the right foot on the ground as well. It's really challenging, I know. This is one of our peak poses. Humble warrior. Keep breathing. And exhale. Bring the arms down. Lift up the right heel. You can walk out a little bit. The left leg to the side. If you need to bring down the right leg, feel free. Walk the hands out, bring the elbows so they're in line with your left foot now, and come into your lizard. Whatever your version of this pose is, keep pulling the right heel back if your knee is up, and keep pushing into the elbows. Try to keep the whole left foot on the floor so it doesn't come up on the side. And then we're going to walk again ourselves so we're square in the middle of our mat, and the left leg goes back into dolphin plank for a moment. I'm going to come up into dolphin dog. Here it is, one of our peak poses. Bringing our feet forward as much as we can. If the heels and the knees need to bend and the heels come up, that's okay. If you can, you're going to push them down. Keep pushing yourself back. Stay here a few moments. You can do this. You got this. The ground is there. It's supporting you. Keep pushing back. And exhale. Bend the knees, you've done it, you're on the ground. We're going to rest now. Take a moment, bring the arms around the knees. Relax in Balasana. Good. We're going to stay on the ground now. Inhale. Push yourself up. Good. We're going to take our legs in front. Sitting on the ground. I'm going to face you guys. You can face the front of the mat, no problem. We're going to put our legs into a diamond. So we're going to bring the feet together. We're not in Baddha Konasana. We're not in butterfly. We're going to keep the legs so that the knees and the thighs are at 90 degrees. So there's a little bit more space than usual in butterfly. You're going to extend the spine. So you want to feel that your spine is straight, chest up, and then you walk forward. Maybe it's some fingertips. I really want to encourage you to keep the spine straight as you come forward. If it's possible to come more, but keep the shoulders away from the ears. Keep your chin pulling you forward. So it's really the spine straight that's coming down. And then finally, when you're there, feel free to lower the neck. And inhale to unwind. I'm going to take the right leg and the left to open. Opening the legs wide. We're going to pay attention to rotating the legs outwards, but without falling with the feet. The feet stay straight up. We're going to rotate this internal thigh out. Good. And we're going to let the ground pull us down. First, we're going to walk forward. Again, heart leads. Often I'll say this in my practices, it's the heart that leads. So it's if you've got a rope, a little something just straight here in the middle of your chest, pulling you forward. It's pulling you forward. And you might find that pulling you forward in your case just means coming here. That's okay, that's fine. Keep the spine straight. Keep coming forward with the spine straight to whatever is your maximum. I'm enjoying coming to mine. Good. And then from here, I'm going to walk to the right leg. I'm going to bring your right elbow to the inside. If you have a block and you need to, or a book, whatever you're using, or your cushion, and you need some height, feel free to use it. I don't, so I'll keep this here. You're going to take your hands under the right rib, rotate yourself up, and then inhale and take the left arm over. Now the left arm might want to stay here, or you might feel more comfortable bringing it over the head. If you can reach the foot, even better. You're in side gate pose. You can reach the foot with both hands, beautiful. You're going to try to rotate yourself up. You're trying to push the left sit bone back down. It's going to want to come up. And rotating your ceiling up to the ceiling, your chest up to the ceiling. Right shoulder down on the right knee. Good. And exhale and walk yourself again through the middle. Again, it's the heart leading. So again, if in your case it's here, that's also cool. Whatever is right for you. And walk yourself down to the left side. Again, if you're using your block, use it. If not, make sure both feet stay flexed. Take the right arm under the left rib. Rotate the chest up to face the ceiling. And then bring the right arm up and over. And keep pulling yourself forward and rotating the chest up to the ceiling, but also pushing the right sit bone down. So it's all your posing forces working here. Good. And inhale to release the right hand, and again you're going to come forward. Now this might just be the most you can come forward, so if it is, surrender yourself to the ground. Keep rotating those internal thighs outwards. See how far you can go. So feel strong. Keep the feet flexed. Let the ground pull you towards it. bring yourself back up. Use the ground to support you. And then softly bend the knees to bring the legs together. We're going to go into our last forward fold. You're going to have your feet flexed. Come back to face this way. Good. We're going to go into a Paschimottanasana, but we're going to twist. So you're going to bring your hands forward. You're going to take the left hand to the right foot. Now, in my case, I reach the foot. You might reach your shin. That's also fine. And then you're going to inhale and take the right hand in a circle forward and exhale. Let it take you back. So as I said, you might be here. That's also okay. Use the push against the right foot, wherever it is, to help you twist open. Keep the feet together, pulling away with the right arm behind you, keeping the left arm on the right foot as an extra leverage. Inhale, bring the right arm over the left, free the left arm now, and then inhale and take the circle the other way. Opening and behind again, wherever is the right place for your right hand to be on the left leg, that's okay. Keep lifting the chest up. Let the left arm stay at the height of the shoulder. And inhale to come back with both hands. The hands are now crossed. Let's uncross them. If you're reaching your feet, that's great. If you're not reaching your feet, reach to wherever it's comfortable. If it's on your shin, that's also great. Again, I'm going to encourage you to take the shoulders back, keep the spine straight. Like we did before, there's something pulling at your chest from the heart center forward. So it's like a string pulling you forward. Again, in your case, keeping the spine straight, maybe it's here, maybe it's here, maybe it's all the way down. Whatever is in your practice, try to keep respect for your spine. Holding wherever is right for you, and then letting your head finally surrender into your Paschimottanasana. Whenever I really need to feel supported, this pose actually is one of the poses that lets me come back to me, find my center, and surrender. Inhale to come up. You're going to bring the hands down and we're going to bend the knees. The heels are going to come out. We're going to close this practice with a few more asanas. Laying down on the ground. We come into bridge pose. Vinyasa. Keeping the heels out, seeing if you can reach towards the heels. If it's not all the way, that's fine. Again, we're going to use the ground to give us strength, pushing through the heels to come up with the hips. Whoops, if like me you're struggling, I've got a clip here. It's driving me crazy. Okay, good. So use the heels and the feet to push the ground to lift up. So you're not really squeezing too much here. It's the feet that are giving you the strength. It's the ground that's letting you push up. And if you have space to interlace the hands, do. Interlace the hands and let them push the ground as well. There's so much support for you here. Keep those inner thighs rotated inwards, the feet slightly inwards, heels out. Push through a little more. Let's see if you can rise up higher. And then exhale and lower softly down. Good. We're going to go into plow pose. So you're going to bring your knees to your chest, and then you're gently going to rotate to extend the legs over, lifting up the hips, and go as far as you can. Now sometimes your feet might not reach. In that case, you can let your knees be soft, and if your feet do reach, like mine, whoop, and knock out the furniture behind me. Let me walk forward so you can see me. Then your feet can come onto the ground, so the tops of your feet are on the ground in your halasana or plow. And again, You can bring the arms to interlace behind you. Push the ground. Now if you have shoulder stand in your practice, then you can do this. If not, you can just gently unwind. You're going to inhale and bring the hands to support your lower back and the legs up into supported shoulder stand. If you don't have this in your practice, you can gently unwind and bring your feet down into a reclined Baddha Konasana to wait for us. Take at least 8 breaths here. Let the circulation flow down. And then when you want to come out, bring your knees back to your chest. Keep supporting your hips. You're going to come out gently. Don't throw yourself back. Bring the knees towards the head and keep supporting yourself. So you can come out gently. Soften through the knees and bring the legs softly down. You can extend the left leg. We're going to go into a final twist before we surrender into our Shavasana. Opening the arms to the sides. I'm going to bend the right leg at the knee, keep the foot on the ground, and then you're going to swivel your hips out to the side so that when you turn, you're actually on your left side. And then bring the left hand to hold the outside of the right knee, and bring the right knee over. When you swivel, you should find that now your right hip stays completely in line with the center of your being. You want to try to push the right shoulder back down. So if the right knee doesn't come all the way, it doesn't matter. It's more important to keep the shoulder on the ground and look over the shoulder. And then we inhale to come back. Bring the hips back to center. We're going to swap the legs. Right leg extended, left leg bent at the knee. And again, swivel the hips out to the side. So taking your hips out to the left so that when you fall onto your right side. Right hand now on the outside of the left knee, looking over the left shoulder, keeping the left shoulder on the ground. And then we inhale to come back. And we're going to softly surrender into our Shavasana. You're going to find a comfortable position on your mat. If you need, it's warm where I am, but if you need to, take a blanket, find something to warm you so you feel comfortable. You're going to open the legs wide, not too wide, just a little wider than the hips, and then let the feet fall open. Let the hands face up so the back of the hand is touching the floor. Play around with your head so you feel you found a neutral position for the head. And now really surrender into the ground. It's there, supporting you. Holding you as you release all the effort from today's practice, all the effort from these challenging days. And you let yourself be softly hugged by the ground, by the earth. Keeping those eyes closed, letting the breath be as soft as possible. Feeling supported through the heels, through the back of the legs, the calves, the glutes, the hips, held by the ground. The middle, upper back and shoulders held. your elbows and hands are safe and held. Up through the neck, the back of your head is also held, supported, loved. As you breathe in, feel all of that support under you, always there, always held, always safe. Take a deep breath in and then slowly begin to wake up the fingertips and the hands, finding gentle movement in your toes. Maybe the feet swing from side to side. Maybe it's the head that wants to drop from one side to the other. And inhale to take the arms over the head and stretch out, bring the legs together. Beginning again, bending the knees and rolling gently onto the right side. Again, a few more safe moments here in this fetal position. And then using the left hand to softly push you up and coming back to sit. As we did in the beginning of the practice, you can keep your eyes closed a moment longer. Just a few more minutes for you. Always at the end of our practice, let us find gratitude. Gratitude for the security that is always there, even in those moments when we feel we may have lost it. Finding the grounding through our breath and through our body. From my heart to yours, Namaste. I hope you have enjoyed this, and I hope there'll be more practices for us to share while we're at home, and maybe hopefully after. Thank you for watching.